Jey Uso delivered what may be the most shocking heel turn of his career on the September 8th, 2025 episode of WWE Raw, spearing LA Knight in the closing moments of the show. After weeks of tension and mixed alliances, with Knight saving the Usos from Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, the betrayal came without warning. Jey followed up on social media with the words, "I'm back," confirming that his character shift is not temporary. The spear has already been called one of the most significant turns of the year, sending shockwaves through the WWE Universe. Earlier that same night, the Usos reunited on Raw for the first time since their separation, officially setting a tag team match against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at the upcoming Wrestlepalooza Premium Live event. Jey and Jimmy Uso appeared in a backstage segment with Raw GM Adam Pearce to make the match official, with Jimmy showing full support after a brutal beatdown left his brother targeted. However, the reunion's sincerity was questioned immediately after Jey's shocking attack later in the evening, casting doubt on whether the twins are truly on the same page. Reports indicate that Jey Uso is scheduled to make a major announcement on the next Raw, one that could formally confirm whether his singles run is over on whether he is permanently committed to teaming with Jimmy. WWE insiders suggest the announcement will be positioned as a definitive moment for his character. Fans are watching closely, as many suspect that the era of Main Event Jey Uso as a solo star may be ending, at least for the foreseeable future. Veteran analysts have already begun to speculate that Jey and Jimmy's alliance may be doomed before it even takes off. Some believe Jimmy may reject Jey's heel tactics, while others predict Jey could turn on his brother during their Wrestlepalooza match. Tension between the brothers has always been the emotional heartbeat of the Uso story, and the possibility of a renewed betrayal is fueling speculation that their reunion is destined to collapse. The heel turn was heavily foreshadowed in a backstage promo on Raw, where Jey voiced his frustrations about always having to do things his brother's way. He hinted at needing to be more like the tribal chief, someone ruthless and uncompromising because being himself hasn't brought the results he wanted. This candid moment added depth to his eventual spear on LA Knight, suggesting that his betrayal was calculated rather than impulsive. The fan reaction to Jey's turn has been intense. Many praised the move, arguing that Jey needed an edge to stay relevant, while others expressed disappointment after supporting him through his underdog singles run. Social media exploded with memes, debates, and heated arguments, with Jey Uso heel turn quickly trending worldwide. The controversy has already generated massive buzz for WWE, making Jey one of the most talked about stars of the week. The Usos' scheduled match at Wrestlepalooza is now more than just a tag team attraction. It's the setting for a storyline climax. Whether Jimmy sides with Jey's darker persona or resists him will likely be revealed during the match against Reed and Breaker. The bout is shaping up to be a pivotal moment, not just for the tag division, but for the long-term direction of the Uso brothers as a whole. The booking leading into Wrestlepalooza suggests WWE is not demoting Jey despite his move back to tag team competition. He may not currently be in the singles title picture, but the creative team is keeping him at the forefront of major storylines with high emotional stakes, powerful opponents, and unpredictable twists. This ensures Jey retains star power while still giving WWE flexibility to reset his character. Jey Uso's trajectory has also been influenced by his recent history as world champion. His World Heavyweight Championship reign ended in June 2025 when Gunther dethroned him. That loss has been a turning point, pushing WWE to explore new directions for Jey's character. Rather than fading into the background, he has stayed in the spotlight through dramatic storylines. But the transition from champion to conflicted heel has been a delicate process. Backstage, reports indicate that many within WWE believe this heel pivot is a chance for Jey to regain the edge that was perceived to be missing since his departure from the Bloodline saga. Creative discussions have emphasized incorporating his Samoan heritage, his family's legacy, and his own ruthless streak into the character. The shift suggests that WWE wants him to balance his popularity with a darker, more unpredictable presence. Rumors are also swirling that Jey Uso may be set for another solo title feud following this tag run. Options being discussed include feuds with Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, or even LA Knight himself. The current storyline is seen as a springboard for future rivalries, potentially putting Jey back into high-profile singles matches once the tag chapter plays out LA. Knight's involvement in this feud is not expected to be limited to being speared on Raw. Many fans believe Knight will eventually challenge Jey in singles competition, possibly after interfering in the Wrestlepalooza match. Knight's rising babyface popularity makes him the perfect foil for Jey's new heel persona, and WWE may be planning to build their rivalry into one of Raw's main storylines heading into the winter. Another major rumor points toward a possible showdown between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Jey's recent remarks about needing to act like the tribal chief have sparked speculation that WWE could use his heel turn to revisit the family power struggle that defined the Bloodline storyline. With Roman expected to return before Survivor Series, fans are already buzzing about whether the two cousins could clash again in a high-stakes feud. The emotional foundation of the storyline remains the relationship between Jey and Jimmy. Insiders note that Jimmy's response to his brother's actions will likely be the most important element in driving the story forward. Whether Jimmy accepts Jey's new attitude or pushes back against it could determine whether the Usos stay united or implode once again, setting up another twin versus twin rivalry. WWE has also begun tweaking Jey's branding and presentation to fit his heel turn. His entrance has taken on darker lighting and heavier music. His promos have become more intense and bitter, and his interactions with fans have grown hostile. The once fun yeet catchphrase is now being used mockingly, symbolizing his turn from crowd favorite to antagonist. Another theory circulating backstage is that WWE is giving Jey a break from the grueling singles schedule by putting him back into a tag team role. Sharing the spotlight with Jimmy allows Jey to take on fewer high-risk singles matches, which could help preserve his longevity after a physically demanding title reign earlier this year. This move is being seen as both a storyline shift and a long-term investment in his health. Despite the positive business logic, not all fans are on board. Many have expressed anger that Jey's singles momentum is being wasted, given his Royal Rumble win, WrestleMania triumph, and world title reign earlier this year. Some argue that WWE should keep pushing him as a top single star, while others insist that the heel turn keeps him interesting and avoids overexposure. The debate has fueled even more buzz online, ensuring Jey stays the most polarizing figure in WWE right now. From a division standpoint, WWE clearly needed the Usos back in the tag scene. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are rising stars, but they need established rivals to give them credibility. By pitting them against the Usos, WWE immediately elevates the tag division. Jey's heel turn only adds more drama, making the Wrestlepalooza match a must-see event rather than a standard tag showcase. There is also heavy speculation that Wrestlepalooza will feature outside interference. Some believe LA Knight could disrupt the Usos match to get revenge on Jey, while others think Roman Reigns or even Solo Sikoa could appear to influence the outcome. Any of these possibilities would tie Jey's story back to the larger family drama and keep him involved in WWE's most important narratives. The long-term question is whether WWE wants to rebuild Jey as a singles villain after Wrestlepalooza or keep him in the tag division. A renewed rivalry with Jimmy seems almost inevitable, but the timing is key. If WWE pulls the trigger too soon, fans may tire of the repeated brother versus brother angle. If they wait too long, the tension could fizzle. The balance between those two outcomes will define the Usos' future. For now, Jey Uso remains one of the most compelling figures in WWE. From shocking betrayals to emotional family drama, from being a beloved underdog to becoming a ruthless heel. His journey has been unpredictable and gripping. Wrestlepalooza is set to be the next major chapter, and whether it ends in dominance, betrayal, or chaos, one thing is clear. Jey Uso has once again become the centerpiece of WWE's most talked about stories.